Welcome back to Wisconsin Family, and we are still here at Capitol Brewery and enjoying ourselves greatly. And as promised, we are going to be joined now, as you see, by Corey Wehling, who is with Capitol Brewery, and we're so glad to have you here and be here with us, and thanks for having us.
Oh, thanks for coming over this morning.
We've had all kinds of fun. We're here in the beer stube, right?
Yes.
And it's very happy. We can smell the beer brewing behind us, and you can actually see what's going on.
They're back there working away.
As always, yeah. So this is Corey, like I said, and you are the VP of Sales here for Capitol Brewery.
Correct.
So let's kind of start before we get into the hard-hitting journalism. Tell us a little bit about your role here.
We have a team of 5 sales managers that cover Wisconsin, Illinois, Iowa, and Minnesota. So I'm in charge of keeping them moving forward, selling more beer, getting the word out for Capitol to all the different markets in the Midwest that we sell beer. So
excellent.
It's a fun job and always exciting.
Yeah, this is the center of it all, but you actually do distribute outside of the state.
Yes,
so
we do.
Okay, so here comes that hard-hitting journalism we talked about a few seconds ago. What flavors of beer do you have coming out seasonally?
The important
this year?
things.
Yes, well, we're getting into the winter season now, so actually they're back there brewing right now Winter Skull, which is our winter seasonal beer that is in the market from November through January. It's one of our top-selling seasonal. It's a very dark, malty beer that really fits the season, and it's highly anticipated, especially in the Madison market. People are waiting for it to hit the shelves.
Yeah, so now you can say, as you crack open your first beer of the season, that you actually could see it being brewed.
Right.
Yes.
And how exciting is that? So last time we were here, we were actually outside in the beer garden. We recently were part of your event out there as well. You guys do a lot of great events.
Yes.
But for folks who are looking to still enjoy the beer garden into the colder weather, do you guys stay open a little bit longer? When is that closing?
Yes, we stay open as long as the weather allows. We have some heaters out there, some portable heaters and some built-in ones that we use. It's still very enjoyable, especially in the afternoons. Into the evening, it gets a little chilly, so we fire them up. But we should be out in the beer garden looking at the forecast for the next couple weeks still.
Great.
We get a nice crowd out, and it's people in Wisconsin love the fall weather.
Oh,
so.
no, it feels good, especially you guys have the heaters. And do you even have like a fire going out
Yes,
there
we
occasionally?
have a fire pit out there that we burn wood in, and you
Yeah.
can stand around and do some of the traditional Wisconsin fall things and stand around with the beer. So it's pretty cool.
So obviously you guys have some things going on year-round here, even after the beer garden closes. Talk to us about what some of those things are.
Yeah, when we come inside in the beer stube here, we have Geeks Who Drink. It's a trivia night on Wednesday nights, and then we have Dart League Thursday night, so in our dart room, and then we also do a cribbage night. And I believe that's like every other Friday. So there's a lot of things happening here in the stube. During the winter time. Obviously, we don't get as many people into the stube, but we have those group of folks that come in and enjoy the atmosphere. And obviously, we brew until 8 p.m. So when you're sitting here, you can see the guys in the background. You can smell the aroma of the batches being brewed, and so it does add another piece of ambiance to the customers here that can see all of that. So it's pretty cool.
That is great. So now we are going to get into the hard-hitting questions, okay? So for folks who have been paying attention to this merger, and maybe you can give us some background, probably better than I. Talk to us a little bit about what this is and what it could potentially mean for Capitol Brewery and just other Madison area breweries.
Well, yeah, the announcement was made a couple of weeks ago that SAB Miller and AB InBev were talking about getting together in a merger. That means that the 2 largest breweries in the world were going to get together and form one company. That has a lot of implications because, especially here in the United States, they sell between about 70% of the beer sold in the United States.
Wow,
so it's a big number. That being said, there's also a lot of angst with the beer consumers because they want to. The movement is towards local and especially regional things like that. And these 2 great big worldwide companies kind of go away from that model. So it does open an opportunity for Capitol Brewery here in Wisconsin, the Midwest, and other Madison breweries that we can continue to push our local angle and use that to get the word out that our beer is here local, is brewed local, we support the local community. So we see it as an opportunity for us to move forward.
Yeah, as these companies grow and get bigger and bigger, it's almost, I guess, less attractive to folks who really want to support their local breweries.
Right,
yeah.
right. You know, I often wonder if this merger started, or the idea came about because there was this push towards local, and maybe they just thought they'd be better as a bigger company together, and they could be more
pack a bigger punch.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, there's definitely economies of scale that they're looking at, and they can save money by getting together at that level. It's such a huge
Sort
number.
of the Walmart effect, right?
Yeah, like that. But what we push is, you can't see one of their brewmasters at the local pub and talk about the beer you're drinking, where Ashley and our brewing team, they're out and about, they're meeting people, they're talking about the local ingredients, the local hops, the malted barley from Sheboygan, those type of things that, you're not going to get that from the big companies. And us local, especially the Madison craft brewers, we get together and we talk, we go out, we interact, we do things together, and we really want to be proud of our Wisconsin heritage, Madison heritage with our craft beers. And we think that's really our niche. I mean, we've been around for 30 years. We've been making great beer, award-winning beer. We have over 215 awards now. So we love to talk about that and just really touch and feel and figure out what the local community wants. I mean, we put out a lot of limited beers, and it's all based on what we're hearing from the people here in Madison and around the state. So.
Well, in Madison, folks really like to support local, and by supporting local, you're actually in turn then supporting your ability to support local as you're sourcing some of those ingredients.
So you had said that this is sort of, you guys see this as an opportunity for you to really push your local. Do you think that other people in the craft industry are going to see it the same way?
Yes, I do. I think the majority of the mid to smaller craft companies are going to really push that. There's some national crafts that are seeing their numbers, grow significantly, but based on expanding nationwide. So that'll probably be less of a talking point for them, but more of the regional and especially the small local folks. I mean, there's some local folks here in this community, Carbon 4 to name one of them, that they're really based in Madison, and their sales are here, and they're going to be touting that, as we do for the state of Wisconsin mainly, and that's a great alternative to some of the bigger mass-produced beers, that you can find something that was brewed down the street.
This is a really interesting topic, and just to kind of close, let's really talk very briefly about, you guys do a lot of events. What's the big event that everyone's looking forward to gearing up?
We have our Bachfest the last Saturday in February every year. It's been going on for over a decade. We get about 3,000 people here at the brewery outside for a concert in February. It's a great time. People dress for the occasion. All different kinds of warm weather gear, or cold weather gear, and it's super cool.
A party outside.
Yes, it's a great big party. We sell out, so we have a great band, and it's just fun to kind of let your hair down in the middle of winter.
Absolutely. That was your teaser. We're going to talk more about that maybe next time. But this is Corey Wehling, VP of Sales here at Capitol Brewery. Thanks so much for having us today.
Thanks for coming.
I want to thank all of our guests for joining us, and thanks to you for watching. Please join us next time on Wisconsin Family.
Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day and the world is waiting.